Shut the fuck up! Angry Aussie. You are totally fucked up!
G'day viewers, I'm here today to bring you what I think is probably the most significant news story of the year. Namely, about a study done at Rutgers University in the US that shows orgasms are better for your brain than doing puzzles or other mental exercises. You see, for many years it's been recommended, particularly as you age, that you should do crossword puzzles, Sudoku, logic puzzles. It exercises your brain and keeps you alert. There was a lot of good evidence to support this, but more recent evidence shows that doing these logic puzzles just activates one part of your brain or limited parts of your brain. But an orgasm actually activates your entire brain, increased blood flow and nutrients, and so preserving brain function for longer. Possibly, probably. I say as a precaution, more orgasms for all. Now for me, there are a few implications for this study. First, when I think about David Cameron in the UK wanting to ban internet porn, I'm suddenly even more suspicious of his motives. Namely, I think he's just trying to keep the population stupid. The article, which I link to below, is an interesting read, but it gets a special prize for stating the bleeding obvious when it mentions the study of orgasms is of great interest in the field of sexuality. Really? Really? That's news to you? Scientists are going to study sexuality and you think they might possibly look at orgasms? Thanks. I don't think I would have realized that myself. Or I would actually look with quite some suspicion on a scientist who was studying sexuality and wasn't interested in orgasms. I imagine just talking to the colleagues, orgasms? What's that got to do with sex? And there'd just be a lot of, well, Jeffrey, I think we know exactly why your wife left you now. And this is also one of those things where it makes me stop and think, how'd you get the funding for this? And, what was the actual motivation? And how was it presented? I'm just imagining the scientist doing the final presentation and saying, and therefore everyone should indulge in more activity that produces orgasms. See, Miriam? I told you we should have done it more! It's plausible. Scientists are very practical people, I think. But take that on board, okay? Orgasms, good for your brain. And I just want to say, ladies, I'm available for private tutoring. If you know what I mean. I mean sex. If there was any ambiguity at all, that was what I meant. So in closing, just let me say, science is on the side of people who like orgasms. So the next time someone calls you a wanker, just go, I believe the proper term is scholar. That's the news, and that's the scientifically proven truth.